a lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Hey everybody!
Hi!
Welcome back to the channel.
Yes.
We have a new throwback review video for everybody today, and this one's all about What Remains of Edith Finch.
Yes.
Yeah, and same thing with all of our throwback reviews here on the channel. This was recorded on a PS4 Pro, and there will be spoilers ahead, so please keep that in mind. But yeah, with that said, let's get into this review.
Okay, and it's very simple.
Very short game, pretty
short
simple.
Game. That's right.
Yeah, that's a fair way of putting it. But I think it's a really nice, self-contained story.
Yeah, and the storyline is very interesting. You know, start from a boy on the boat and open the notebook, the diary. But it's from someone gave it to him.
Yeah.
You don't know who was it.
Yeah, and you kind of realize as you play the game, it's really all about this family, the Finch family. And literally the family tree of the Finches. And you have to kind of figure out the story of the Finch family as you go through. But in a very creative way. It's a first person. Some people have called it like a walking simulator, and I can understand that. But yeah, the story kind of appears through text and the environment.
Yes, it made me, it's like let you go through every single member of the family, what their life look like, and how they ended their life. Yeah. In the nice way.
Yeah, it's pretty creative, and you know, I think also the game deals with kind of mental health in a very bold way. I think it just tackles it head on. At least that's my interpretation of the story. It was kind of interesting because, yeah, this was my second time through it. Yeah, Jing's first time through the game, and yeah, we both had kind of different takeaways, I think.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a very imaginative family. I think that's fair to say. I remember Molly, she thinks she's an eagle and a cat, and it's a first-person story, so you're kind of playing as a cat for a little bit, then a shark, and then a eagle and owl.
Owl. You can fly, you can run, you can swim in the sea. You can become. The end, she become monster.
Yeah, that's right. Just kind of slithering around and eating humans. And that was just one of the members of the Finch family, by the way.
Yeah. About her line, after she become the monster, eventually she go back her room.
Molly,
Yeah, she become herself again.
Yeah.
And it's back to the bad, you know. But to me, this story is pretty crazy.
Yeah. I would agree with you. Very creative.
Very creative at the beginning, and the end is kind of scary.
Yeah, and I think it's just because they're different members of the family, and the way that you uncovered the story of the game is you're just walking through this house, and you come across these journals or like letters, and you read them, and you kind of are suddenly in the mind of the actual separate member of the Finch family. There's different people. I know we're talking a lot about Molly, but the game is really all about Edith Finch, because Edith is the one walking through the house and figuring out the history of her family through these letters. And yeah, the kind of mental health issues get further and further exacerbated as you kind of deal with more and more members of the family, right up to, I forget the name of the family member, the Finch family member, but yeah, you have to actually control like a boat and the character while you're kind of working in a fish factory. And you're controlling it at the same time.
Yeah, R3 and L3 at the same time. The L3, the R3 needs to keep cutting the fish head and put it back. And the L3 is keep just telling you need to control the boat and keep telling the story.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was just another member of the Finch family. And you kind of get to the end of Edith's story when she uncovers all of her family stories. And yeah, Edith dies. Spoiler. But yeah, she dies, and you kind of get this kind of sense that the family tree's been polished off. But right before Edith dies, you learn that she's pregnant, and that's the little boy. It kind
at
of
the beginning.
Yeah.
From the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of comes full circle. The story.
Yeah, the loop is complete. And also, I like the way how figure out every family member. You need to. There's so many hitting switch. You need to open it, you need to lift it up, and then you need to crawl under and to get into the other room, because most of the normal doors in the house are all locked. Yeah. You have to find the other way to get in the room. Yeah. This is very unique.
Lots of secrets, like even the little music box. You have to keep turning it, and then a key pops out. Yeah, very creative level design in the game, and highly enjoyable, I'd say. It's a very short experience. I think Jing beat it in like 2.5 hours or something.
Yeah, I think this is the most shortest game I ever played so far.
Maybe close to Journey. Journey and this one are pretty short.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally different experiences. But yeah, any other thoughts on the graphics? I would say are good. They're not gonna like blow you away, but they're definitely good graphics. They kind of jump between the whimsical and the realistic.
Yeah, the graphic, I want to talk about the house, because I use the first person view to play this game. Well, I have no choice, I guess.
It's your first person game.
So when I would start walking around the house, like you have a tour of the house at the beginning, and I just like, oh, I like the house. I can look around. Yeah, it's pretty. There's so many stuff in there because in the story they tell her mom just took her and leave the house that night. Yeah. From her grandma, so she basically leave everything behind. Yeah. So it's an empty house, but stuffed with so many items.
Yeah, so many memories, and it's also I think touching on kind of the mental health issues in the game. Like each member of the family generationally built on top of the house, so it's this weird kind of tower. Yeah, it's pretty unique, and there's like a boat up there too. Yes. Like towards the top of the house. Yes. Yeah, so very, very kind of interesting. Yeah, the graphics are definitely serviceable. Yeah, I think we enjoyed it.
Yeah, I feel like it's a very unique story and a very unique small game. Also, I like the sound. Okay, it's the way because it's by her voice. First person telling you the story and telling you what you should do next. This is a very unique way to do it, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I thought the sound design was good. Nothing too crazy, but when you're kind of in the minds of these characters, it can get kind of whimsical. Which I did like how the sound design wasn't flat. It had a lot of variety to kind of spice up the different family members.
So you want to give the score now?
Yeah, let's go ahead and rate it. Out of 5 stars, what would you rate What Remains of Edith Finch?
4.7.
Yeah, 4.7. I'd give it a 4.5. We're pretty close on this one.
Yeah, I want to give 4.5 too. But then I do like the game. You know,
Yeah.
the story, the way how it tells. So I want to give it a little bit extra.
Definitely. And that's a 4.6 out of 5 stars from both of us. Yeah, what did you think of the game? Have you played What Remains of Edith Finch before? And if you have, we'd love to hear your thoughts because it's such a creative game. And yeah, it was kind of just a cool experience to play on a Saturday for us.
Yes. Relaxed weekend. It's a good game.
Definitely. Well, yeah, we look forward to hearing your thoughts, and as always on the channel, we are going to have a brand new video for you from South Korea at the end of the week, so please look forward to coming back and checking that out.
Yeah. We will see you next time.
Thanks so much, everyone. Bye.